Dlamini here, and of course I am back with another video. So today is November the 24th 2022, so the year is almost over, so a couple of weeks till we finish up the year. So remember guys, these videos are mainly for educational purposes, not trading or investment advice. So me, Sbo Dlamini, Global GT and Stocks for Hope will not be held liable for any profits or losses made from the information taken from these videos here today. So remember to like, share, comment and subscribe to our YouTube channel. So guys, on the menu here today, we're not going to talk much about any other things. So the focus is going to be here in South Africa, since like there's going to be an interest rates decision there by Governor Kganyago later on the day. So just before we go to Governor Kganyago, so we just need to highlight something that happened overnight. So Fed officials, they actually put out a statement which is called an FOMC statement. It actually comes out before they make an interest rate decision. So Fed officials, they said that they see smaller rate hikes coming soon, which was just the highlights of the meeting there, which they did have before they actually make the rates decision. So they're actually saying that they are seeing interest rates are still going to go higher, but not in an aggressive manner as they have been going since the Fed started the rates cycle. So if we move away from the Fed side and then come talk about the South African side, so economists are actually saying that here in South Africa we are coming in or are going in for a harder 2023. Why are they saying that? It's because like inflation here in South Africa is actually still at a high at its highest levels in more than a decade, if I could say that. So, or if I could even add in decades, because like we've been seeing that the corona crisis, after the corona crisis, it created huge unemployment numbers. So people, when they are not working, they cannot even afford basic needs. So the economies needed like some stimulus in order to be kept at a bare minimum. So economists are saying that today Governor Kganyago of the Reserve Bank is expected to hike interest rates with about 7 basis points or 75 basis point hike that is expected there by Governor Kganyago, and then that 75 basis points is actually the 7th interest rates hike since November 2021. So it's almost been a year that the South African Reserve Bank will be hiking interest rates, and then this will take the repo rate from 6.25 up until right about 7%, the actual repo rate. So this is going to be one of those big hikes that the Reserve Bank has ever made. So that's why economists are saying that South Africa is heading for an even harder crash landing for 2023. So if you look at some charts here, so we're going to look at a very few charts here today. Not many things that we're going to check out. We're going to look at very few charts here today. So the first chart that we're going to check out is going to be USDZAR. We're going to look at Mr. Price, we're going to look at DATATEC, we're going to look at Pick and Pay, and then we're going to check out SHOPRITE, and then we look at Tiger Brands, and then we're going to close off with DRD Gold there. So the first chart, let us see what is the story of the USDZAR. So since today it's the rate hike decision day, so we might as well just take an opportunity to look at our own USDZAR. So for weeks and weeks I've been saying that USDZAR is going to move from that 14 rand level up until 1850, which actually happened a couple of weeks ago. Let us say it was between mid-October when it actually happened. So we've been seeing that the rand has been strengthening from those highs and going lower. So today will be the decision day for actually USDZAR to maybe, if it can break this level here, maybe the rand may actually be even stronger, maybe try to trade below that 17 rand level, which is trading as we speak. So maybe we can see maybe 1650 and then 1633, even as low as 16 rand there on USDZAR. In line with that, let us say if the Fed is going to slow down on the actual tightening of their interest rates, and then if the South African government is going to actually tighten aggressively while the Fed is slowing down. So we might see some dollar weakness while the rand actually strengthens. So moving on from USDZAR, let us look at Mr. Price. So Mr. Price here, they actually reported earnings earlier on today. So what they actually said on those earnings, they said that they have lost a couple of billions on their revenue side, because like there haven't been some grant payments in about 26 weeks. So those social grants actually affected Mr. Price sales there. So I think the social grants play a huge part, not just in ordinary citizens, also in those large corporations as well, because like if people are not getting any money, if people are not affording to buy their basic necessities, even companies themselves, and they do not perform very well. So Mr. Price today it is down about 7%. As we speak, it is down about 7%. Okay, now it's 6.54, almost 7%. So if Mr. Price can hold this level that is right here, if they can hold this zone that is right here, perhaps we might see MRP maybe recovering after the festive season. Maybe they could hold and maybe try to trade higher. So the next one that you need to look at is DATATEC. So the story of DATATEC, this is a data company, a technology company, one of those technology companies in South Africa. So it broke off this triangle formation that was here, and then it came back to test this level that was here. Now it is in a range right here. So if DATATEC could start trading above the 48 rand level, we might see 50 we might see 51 rand trading there on DATATEC, and then 57, and then even as high as 64 rand 58 cents there on DATATEC. So the next one that you need to look at is Pick n Pay. So I chose these couple of retailers because since now we are going into the festive season, into the spending season, and also tomorrow it is Black Friday. So maybe retailers might actually try to actually stage a comeback on these tough market times. So Pick n Pay has been ranging since the beginning of April this year. So it has been trading inside this range right here. So we might actually see a blast of Pick n Pay maybe trading around above the 64 rand level. So if Pick n Pay breaks this level, we might need to see it come back and retest this level, and then move to 74 rand, move to this previous high, which was right here, which was 80 or 81 rand, and as high as 90 bucks there, a share on Pick and Pay. So the next one is SHOPRITE and then Tiger Brands. So the story of SHOPRITE, another retailer. So SHOPRITE has been consistent trading higher since the pandemic. It has been moving high, and then it came back to this level, which was there was an order block candle that was right here, and then the market pulled away, and then it came back to touch it again. It pulled away. So now we're seeing that SHOPRITE is actually breaking this level. Maybe now it's trading at 251, 270 is on the cards, as high as 290, even as high as 320 rand there a share. So let us look at Tiger Brands. So Tiger Brands has been going down for some time, but now we are seeing that it is trying to stage a comeback. So now it is trading at about 200 bucks a share. So I'm expecting a pullback on Tiger Brands to come trade at this level. It's 175, and then we might see a blast off to 220 and 249 or 250, even as high as 291 there a share. So the last one there you need to check out is DRD Gold. So DRD, so the story of DRD Gold, gold has been moving lower sometime for quite some time. I thought gold was actually going to trade higher because of the war there in the Ukraine, but things actually went south for gold. But maybe gold might actually try to trade higher to 1,250 an ounce, even as high as 1,715 there an ounce. So I'm just gonna stop right here with gold and not be optimistic very much. Gold, it is still the greatest commodity ever dug in this world, but it has been not been much favorable by markets in recent history or in recent times. So guys, that's pretty much about it about for today. So remember that these videos are mainly for educational purposes, not trading or investment advice. So people people should not trade money they cannot afford to lose. So thank you guys. I will definitely check you out on the next video. Thank you and goodbye.